And here I'm gonna show you guys how I put on it's the eBay electronic power steering controller for the H6. So mine's a 2012 H6 right-hand drive here in Japan. So from the power steering controller, it comes with the connector to replace the OEM one right here. You just take out the OEM one, which is this one, and then you put on the EPS controller one here. And the kit comes disassembled, or not entirely disassembled, but you gotta connect the controller knob. I just use some of these connectors like this right there. Let me see. It also requires you with the black cable to put it to a ground. So my right-hand drive here is my OEM power steering ECU. On the bracket, there's a 10 mil right here. Get that focus right there. I just put the fuse. I put a head on it, and I put the ground right there. And then for the power supply, I used a fuse tap. I can show you a picture of the one that I'm using. It's a 7.5 amp fuse tap, and I looked for the fuses for the passenger fuse box, and I tapped it to the radio, because the power steering controller, it needs power that's to an ignition, not a constant power. And you can see right there, that's where I tapped it with. And yeah, it works good. So now this comes with plenty of wire. You could probably mount this wherever you want, but I'm probably gonna mount that. I'll probably make a hole right here and put it there. This knob, you can pull this off, and there's a little nut right here, like a washer and whatever. You can take the knob off, drill a hole, put it through, put that screw or whatever, thread it on there so that it'll be tight against here, and then put the knob back on. And yeah, that's it. eBay power steering controller. Alright, so I got the eBay power steering controller on, put it all the way low. And you can see I'm kind of having a little bit of difficulty turning it. It's pretty heavy. And then I'm gonna put it all the way to the max assist. Give the ECU a couple seconds to read it. And it's super light. The steering is so light. So one thing, after putting on the power steering controller, your power steering light will be on, but you can easily turn that off. Just, if your car has to go through inspection, whatever, just unplug the connector from the power steering controller and plug back in your OEM one. Also, just so you can see, right now I have my car on accessory. It's a push start, so you could think if you had the turn key, like the first click. Yeah, it's on accessory right now. I tapped the fuse for the radio, and I got power steering. Super light. The car's not even on. Alright, and that's the final product. I just drilled right here. And like I said, you can take this knob off, and there's a nut and a washer. You'll just drill the hole big enough, take the knob off, throw the controller through, and on this side put the washer, and then the nut, throw it on. It's a 10 mil. I just got a little socket, tighten it down, not too tight, this is plastic. Put the knob back on, and there, nice and smooth.